The former Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission Director Professor Patrick Lumumba challenged African labor organizations to be proactive and lead the fight against corruption in the continent.
That it is our duty as leaders in the labor movement to educate our people that corruption is not a victimless crime. It is a crime with real victims.
Professor Lumumba claiming the continent is now clouded in claims of corruption crippling its development potential.
In other words, there is a sense in which corruption has undermined Africa, whether it is in the area of infrastructure, whether it's in the area of education, whether it's in the area of health, whether it's in the area of innovation and invention. Africa is undermined in a very fundamental way.
Speaking in Nairobi during the 42nd General Council of the Organization of Africa Trade Union Unity meeting, Professor Lumumba urged member states to equip themselves with knowledge and put up preventive measures that will rid the African continent of the cancer of corruption.
We are talking about corruption. We must know that it undermines us in the critical area of education. Because if this is the age of knowledge and we are not equipping ourselves with the requisite knowledge, then how are we going to compete? We are not going to compete.
Political analyst Professor Herman Manyora, who addressed the same forum, urged African leaders to step up efforts to mitigate social injustices in society and impart positive change.
Increase the price of fuel or petrol. The worker will feel it because the fare will go up. When there's no decent housing and when the rains come, he feels it because it's not in his home. He's in the slums in Nairobi, in Accra, in Lagos, in all those cities. And therefore you lead the men and women in Africa who are conscious of what's going on.
Professor Manyora lauded the efforts made by African labor organizations to improve the welfare of workers despite the many challenges.